Good morning, Year 3. Mr. Martin here. I hope you've all had a brilliant morning. So we're going to start looking at our science work now, and we have finished our topic on forces and magnets that we completed before Christmas. So just a bit of feedback on that. You guys were great at using scientific vocabulary, okay? Using the exact scientific words. You were great at being scientists and working scientifically. When we were carrying out experiments in class, you guys followed the correct method and you really looked for those patterns to see what was the science behind what we investigated. So well done. Hopefully we can keep that up and use it in our new topic. Our new topic for this half term is going to be all about the human body. Now, I know that you guys did a little bit on the human body in year 1, and we're going to rewind to that today and build on it over the next few weeks. Now, last year's year 3s really enjoyed doing this topic. There's a lot of different elements to it. It's quite fun. So we're going to use our curriculum enhancer book that we would have been using if we were at school, but I'm going to use it on the videos for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share my screen and get the camera up. So share this one for you. Here we go. So this is our big book of the body. Everything we need to know about the human body is going to be in this book. Let's have a look. Move that over. And to start with, we're going to look at what makes up the human body. We are not just made up of one thing. We are, as humans, we're very complex animals. There's lots and lots of different things that go into making a human being. That's what we're going to look at today. So, before we start, on your paper, I would like you to draw an outline of a human. It doesn't need to be neat, it just needs to be a nice outline of a human with head, arms, legs, and a body. And as we go through, we're going to add to that the different parts that we've looked at. So pause the video, and you can do that now, please. An outline of a human body. Fantastic. Hopefully, you've done that by now, and we can continue and look at some different bits that we're going to leave. So, what are you made of? Your body is made up of lots of different parts, including bones, blood, muscles, organs, nerves, and skin, all working together to keep you alive and well. Now, there might be some words in there that you've heard of. Hopefully, you've heard of words such as bones and blood before. These ones towards the end, organs and nerves, you might not have heard of. So we will be covering those this half term. So we're going to start on this page, okay? And we're going to look at what makes up the human body. So every human body, and in most animals, remember humans are a type of animal, most animals have a skeleton. And this is what we're going to look at in detail next week. So a skeleton is basically a framework of bones. That's what we're going to be calling it. Inside your body, you have a framework of bones. So first things first, on your drawing of your human, can you add in some of the bones that you can see on here? Now, if you know the name of some of the bones, you can label those as well. If you do not, that is next week's lesson, so don't worry about that. So add in some of the bones. We're not just bones though. In our human body, we are also made up of muscles, okay? So we've got lots and lots of muscles that cover our whole body. On your diagram, can you add in some muscles? And muscles are really important because they help us to move. Now, every human being has one of these, okay? We have a brain. Our brain acts as sort of the center where all of the messages get sent around our body, okay? So we've got a brain inside our head, and the messages get sent on little systems called nerves, okay? This is our nervous system that transmits and sends information to all of our different body parts and tells us what to do, okay? So your brain is the hub, and that is sending information to all the different parts of our body. So on yours, can you add in a brain and some nerves? Now, you don't need to add in loads and all of them, because I realise it might get quite crowded on your page. So a couple of bones, they're made up of bones, a couple of muscles, and a couple of nerves. Now, we also have organs, okay? And these are muscles, but they are inside our body, and they all have a different function in the human body. Some of the main organs in our body are the lungs, breathe, our liver, the stomach, where all your food goes, our small intestine, and our large intestine, okay? Can you draw some of these on your model of the human body for these? And each one of these has a specific job that helps. Now, we also have our heart, okay? You'll be able to feel if you put your hand on your chest. Our heart pumps blood around our body, okay? And this blood carries oxygen. So we need oxygen to be able to move and to be able to live. So it pumps blood around our body. And from the heart, we have blood vessels. Now these send the blood around the body. They pump the blood from the heart around the body. We've got veins and we've got arteries. They are also included. So on your human body template, you should have some bones, because we are made of bones. You should have some muscles. We have lots and lots of muscles in our body. You should have some blood vessels. Can you label those, please? And a heart in the middle of our chest. We've got a brain which transmits and sends nervous impulses through our nervous system. And we've got some major organs, okay? The lungs, liver, stomach, small and large. That's your first activity for today's science lesson. Can you draw an outline of the human body and add these 5 things? Pause the video now while you do that, and make sure you send us in some pictures. If you want to add some color, so our muscles are a reddy type color, our veins are a blue type color, and our arteries are red. Okay? Please, please do. That's your first activity. Now, we're going to have a look at, let me just move this over. What else is in our body? They're the main things, but we have lots and lots and lots of other things in our body. So our body is covered in, I'm going to click, what is our body covered in? All over the outside of your body is covered in skin, okay? So it's like a stretchy, waterproof layer, and it's actually an organ, our skin, which we're going to look at, and it's one of the biggest organs in our body because it covers your whole surface of your body. Have a look at some more facts. These are more to do with body parts. Now, I know that you did that in year 1 if you're at Wyndham with us. We know our body parts quite easy. We've got our head, we've got our arms, we've got our torso, which is our chest and our stomach, we've got our legs, and then we've got our extremities, which are right at the end. So we've got our hands and we've got our feet. So this page tells us we're made up of all these things, but it also gives us a little bit of information. Okay? Our skin is there to help us cool down when we get hot. Okay, that is why we sweat. We've got nails, the ends of our hands and fingers, and the ends of our fingers and toes, sorry. Eyes, okay? Now your eyes are very, very important. They are one of our 5. Oh, I wonder if you can tell me. We talked about these when we did our setting description, okay? They are one of our 5 senses. Well done. So we've got sight with our eyes, we've got smell with our nose, we've got hearing with our ears, we've got taste with our tongue and our mouth, and we've got our feel in our hands. So our 5 senses are all part of our human body that we use. And here we're talking about ears to help us hear, and we've got our nose. So the human body is a fascinating topic, okay, because it is made up of all these things that we've talked about so far. However, it does require some looking after. If you do not look after your human body, you can become ill with a number of illnesses or diseases through not looking after your body properly. Your second task today is, I would like you to research 3 ways in which we as human beings can keep our human body healthy, okay? have a look, use your research skills. How can we keep our muscles safe and well? How can we keep our skeleton and our bones well? How can we look after our eyes? I want you to come up with 3 different ways, okay? And make sure you share them with us on Dojo. Now, that's a bit of a rewind and a bit of an overview. What I do want to show you is a little bit of a fast forward to what we're going to be doing next. Next week, we are going to focus in detail on the human skeleton. And I'm going to be using this pull-out book, a skeleton, which folds all the way out into a long, long sheet like that. Okay? So, your little bit of a fast forward task for next week is, in today's activities, can you find the name of 3 bones in the human body? Okay, we don't call it our head bone, okay, or our chest bone. They have specific names. So for next Tuesday's lesson, when we do our science on the skeleton, I would like you to find out the name of 3. If you want to do more for more dojos, of course you can. 3 bones in the human body. Really, really nice topic this, and we're going to use this book, and we're going to use lots and lots of science to help us dig a bit. Have a brilliant afternoon, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye.